He had nothing but a broken slipper and a kind heart, yet when a poor man pressed his lips to a venom-bitten girl's thigh to save her life, he awakened something ancient and powerful in his blood. And his fate would spin its wildest tale. That single act would crown him a hero, unlock deadly supernatural powers, and thrust him into a world of royal secrets, assassins, and a love so deep it could bend destiny itself. Subscribe for more addictive stories that grip your soul from the first word. In the dust-choked alleys of Bakkarabad, where beggars slept beside mangy dogs and dreams died in the gutters, lived a man named Rafi, shoeless, penniless laborer with calloused hands and a heart that never stopped giving. Surviving on scraps and kindness alone, often mocked for his soft eyes and useless ideals, yet known to every child as Uncle Rafiq for the way he would give away his last roti to a starving mouth without hesitation. And it was on one scorched summer evening, when fate wrapped its gnarled fingers around his life, that he stumbled upon a girl, young, regal, unconscious, and dying in the tall grass beside the riverbank where the city's filth met the wilderness, her silk clothes torn, her breath shallow, her thighs swollen with the unmistakable black rot of a cobra's kiss. And Rafiq, who had only once in his life kissed a woman's hand in prayer, didn't hesitate, didn't question, didn't care who she was or where she came from. He fell to his knees and sucked the venom from her thigh, gagging as the bitter poison filled his mouth, spitting and coughing until his vision blurred and his heart began to thud like a drum of war, the world spinning violently as he collapsed beside her. His last thought, a prayer for the girl's life. And when he awoke hours later, under a moon as bright as silver fire, he found her staring at him with eyes like daggers in gratitude, her first words being, "You saved a royal." And his confused laughter died in his throat when soldiers emerged from the shadows, not to arrest him but to kneel before her, revealing her identity as Princess Zara of the Shakarian Empire, abducted by assassins from the palace and bitten by a venomous serpent during her escape. And though Rafiq tried to flee, the princess demanded he be brought with her, calling him her savior. And before he could comprehend what was happening, he was washed, dressed in silks, and dragged into the heart of a palace where marble met magic. And all the while a fire brewed inside him, a fever unlike any other. And by nightfall his veins glowed like coals, his eyes flickered with golden light, and a voice deep within whispered of ancient power, of bloodlines buried by time. For what he did not know was that the venom he swallowed was no ordinary poison, but the cursed ichor of the Naga kings, long extinct serpent sorcerers, whose blood granted immortality, strength, and madness. And through his selfless act, Rafiq had unknowingly awakened a dormant seed in his lineage. He was a descendant of the last serpent guardian, a warrior clan eradicated centuries ago, and now the blood recognized itself in him, unlocking abilities that would soon make him the most hunted man in all the empires. And as days passed, strange things began to happen. He could hear whispers in the night from things unseen, sense danger before it struck, command snakes with a glance and heal wounds with a single touch. And though the court mages feared him and nobles sneered at his origin, Zara refused to let him go, insisting he stay by her side, calling him her protector of flame and fang. And when an assassin disguised as a servant tried to slit her throat one night, it was Rafiq who moved faster than sound, his eyes blazing, his hands transforming into scales of iron as he crushed the attacker's blade barehanded, earning gasps from the watching council and the first seeds of respect. But as power grew, so did danger, for the ancient Brotherhood of Ash, sworn to destroy the Serpent bloodline, learned of Rafiq's rebirth, and sent night beasts and shadow assassins to kill him, leading to a relentless war in the palace walls and outside them. And though he fought like a beast possessed, he remained humble, always returning to the gardens where Zara waited with food and soft words. And slowly, Lovriel fierce, unyielding blossomed between the pauper and the princess, two souls from opposite ends of the world, tied by venom and fate. And yet the greatest twist remained on the eve of their secret engagement. The High Oracle of Shakaria revealed a prophecy lost for 1,000 years, that the Serpent Guardian would return not only to protect the realm, but to marry the moon daughter, the princess herself, and bear a child who would unite the shattered empires, ending centuries of bloodshed. And though the council resisted, fearing the power of their union, the people rallied behind them. Tales of Rafiq's bravery and compassion spreading like wildfire.
Ow.
From drunken taverns to gilded temples, and finally, beneath a stormy sky where thunder clapped like drums of war, Rafiq wed Princess Zara in a ceremony that blended sacred Serpent rites with royal Shakirian tradition. The same streets where he once begged, now filled with cheering crowds. And as he kissed her under the serpent moon, the sky split open, revealing a constellation that hadn't shone in centuries, the mark of the guardian foretelling a new age. But peace would not come easily, for the Brotherhood rose again with a fury unmatched, stealing their unborn child and threatening to undo all they'd built, forcing Rafiq to journey into forbidden realms, past death's gate and memory's edge, where he battled the cursed remnants of his bloodline, learning the truth that his powers were not a gift but a burden, and only love could keep him human. And in the end, when the final battle raged atop the serpent's spine, a mountain where gods once died, it was Zara's voice that brought him back from the brink, her tears grounding him as he unleashed a storm of flame and venom that ended the Brotherhood, forever saving the realms at the cost of a scar across his soul. And they returned not as prince and princess, but as legend she, the moon daughter, who loved beyond class, and he, the pauper who sucked venom from a dying girl's thigh and became a god. Their story etched into the walls of every school, every temple, every broken home where hope flickered. Like a candle in wind, subscribe for more spellbinding tales where love and fate collide in the most impossible ways. Asterisk.